He could have definitely tried to stick that. I don't know if he was aware of the incendiary, but backup bomb versus ladder, he could have made that a 1v1 post-plant situation. If he was forced to come off late, then I guess, yeah, but he didn't come up for the peak because it looked like he messed up his weapon switch? I don't know. And this is a very weird round from Cirque, too. I can't believe EG picked up another 1v2 from that exact same position because of the time.
Oh my god, this one's happening fast. Right into the action. Oh my god, Fur just sprints into the A site. We're gonna need a replay of the beginning of this round of all things. The first 10 seconds and Fur is already just clearing through the A site, but don't forget, he was one of 2 weapons. They had the AK on Fur and the Galil for KNG. Limited utility, and they just bombard onto the A site. What a way to close. Don't forget, this is the final round of the first half. This has been so incredibly close. As you said, quantitatively and qualitatively?
They're hard
like
words to pronounce. I can't believe I even tried it. Yeah, I can't believe I even tried it.
And got away with it.
Very lucky.
Yeah. All right, you win this one. What's the score? 1-0.
Baited and debated. Oh man,
Breeze is going to be on the bomb site serving as distraction, and I don't know, KNG, that's definitely looking like the insurance policy, yeah. Okay, 4 survivors, Fur with a 3-piece, running out of T-Con, taking it back, so we do have MIBR leading after their T-side half. They'll be on the defense when you guys come back from the break.
You guys have hand warmers? Can you send me some hand warmers?
Nah, I'm out.
Oh, credit card.
Who is Minnie, dude? What are you doing?
My hands are I'm trying to warm up my hands. Like, I don't want to play yet. One sec.
Did you just body spam?
Wait, I can't reload after kill?
Oh no. Wait, is it live?
It's live.
That's live. No excuses.
He's still he's hiding in locker still. It's actual bullshit. He died. Okay. I'm just
okay.
Can we all just decide to just kill Grim only?
My man. What do I do?
You're just, it's not fair. It should be a 3-on-1.
Oh, who's this?
Oh, okay, Mike.
Do I need a D-skin?
T-Red, he's 1 HP. I don't know what I'm telling you. No! Okay, I got the MOTM spot.
What is this?
Do I get... Oh my god, I got a point.
Incredible. He's just sitting in hell. Can we just kill him? Can we just kill this guy?
No,
Can we
that's
just kill this guy in hell?
That's illegal.
Kill this guy in hell, man.
Holy shit, I'm getting so many kills here though. No. It's all over. Oh. Wait, you doubled us!
2
Get
for
out of
1.
me!
This guy's just crouch walking.
Can we go to a max 7 map so I can actually have a chance?
Oh my god, can't get out.
I kinda like the new deagle though. I might go for some jumping shots with you guys.
Please don't.
Okay, for the clip.
She just stands
You're
still,
making
so I can kill you.
you're making it sound like you're trolling.
Definitely not trolling right now. I'm just making you guys talk, because you guys can't focus, like shoot and kill at the same time, right?
No, man.
Holy shit, I actually do get a sim shot. He wasn't kidding.
I hear you using it.
Alright, horrible.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke.
This knocker?
Oh my.
Oh no.
Mibr, tá? Vou jogar com você, tô mirando um pouco costa.
Esse eu não vi nada. Vai estar colado.
Deixei primeiro. Mibr. Tô mirado. Fábio. Dá um beijo aí. Dá um beijo, tá?
We're giving out kisses for clutches, it seems. MIBR leading by 1 round as they switch over to the defensive train. This game's been pretty damn explosive, wouldn't you say?
It is. It makes it hard to see like how this series is going to go based on the other maps. But yeah, it's been very, very tight, and it's crazy the rounds that EG won. And I almost felt like in the beginning of the game, EG after that first rifle round, they were solid. But then MIBR, they stay fighting, dude. They stay fighting.
And they will continue to fight here at the B sites where Tarek and Breeze take them down. Looking like Evil Genius is kicking it off with a T-side pistol. 5v3 B retake. Not a good look for MIBR. There is also that looming threat of Cirque coming in behind them. So even if it starts to look like it's going well, don't forget there's another layer to the issue. Ethan just dancing around the feet of Fur. Fallen's gonna execute him, and here it comes, the Z play. But they're actually smoked off from the flank, so now things start to get really awkward. We get the bomb tap, which is gonna scare Stanislav back in, kills the player on the back line. Cirque's flank's been dealt with. Fallen taps bomb again, he's looking for the 3rd kill. This is wild antics after a wild first half, and again, literally as close as it can get. 1 health for Fallen, goodbye. That is an 8th for EG.
And nice movement around with trains by Stanislav, getting flash, pushing through the smoke, using their smoke against them, and making that 1v1 as difficult as possible. Entries come out, a little zoomy. This is like production's favorite zoom to do, the one versus the lower B ramp versus Z fight, and wow, it's another tight affair, man. What happens on this T side? That's the big question mark. MIBR buy up a scout on this one. We've got pistols on everybody else. Good utility to work with. 4 Galils, the skeleton buy here for EG. And some early outside presence towards the back. He's actually Ivy, though. That's really being looked at.
Yeah.
By TRK.
Defense, too. Fur, he's going to get one off with a pistol. That's Breeze offering a Galil over. Oh, boy. Things are getting stressful. Oh, my God. And the scout damage is huge from Fallen. He's got them cut off. There's no way they could go Old Bomb without offering him a chance at more frags. KNG gonna get the kill off Fallen's assist, but Stanislav has the pinch, and he shoots. He shoots too soon. Fallen's still gonna fall victim to it, but Stanislav has KNG preoccupied. Remember, this is still 2 versus 2. Taco, he's inside of the ladder room. Haven't seen much from him yet this round. Tarek, he walks out. He could have gone to the B bomb site and planted, but he is recalled into the action by Stan. And now the 2 Ts stand in an advantage as they have the double rifle and more health. Taco, sketchy situation.
Yeah, this is so spooky. That was just so close every single round. Yeah, Tarek sitting in a pretty good spot here to defend versus A. The 5-7 lured out. Taco long range could maybe shoot one on the side of the head. That's good damage done on Stanislav. Long range, but it's damage dealt. Stan can't cross. Okay, Tarek comes into play. Low HP, but yeah, the attention's been drawn. And EG narrowly survive this force up. One that gets drawn out, MIBR get what they want out of it from that perspective. Cirque goes ahead and buys into an AK. Look at all these trades, man. All these tense situations in these games. It's really crazy how close everything is.
We've had so many close rounds already in this map. I just hope that this nature of back and forth Counter-Strike is what we get all series long. Because we've definitely got the individuals that like thrive in these chaotic moments. You know, the skill ceiling is real high up with Evil Geniuses and MIBR in the server, but this one, obviously just the anti-eco. Let's just get through it, boys. KNG, last man up. Don't forget that versus Gen G was when we saw KNG have that astronomical CT side. Crazy amounts of op frags. More importantly, such a little amount of deaths. You know, he was near omnipresent, always a part of the solution on the defense. But we haven't actually seen the CTs on guns until now. And immediately, that double sniper setup that we've been praising between Fallen and KNG can be seen in the 19th. Here you go, friends. It should be a thing of beauty.
I really do like the way that Stanislaw has been calling recently. It's been very tricky on the T side. He has used himself as a lurk, much like we've seen from Daps, but Stan was kind of doing that a lot already. Excuse me. And for, MIBR, this, as pointed out, it's good to see KNG on the op. On this one, Fallen as well, joining him in that. Everyone holding back right now outside. Inner is a little bit weaker, but the bomb's still outside T-Con, so no initial plans to take a site just yet.
Taco plays on the very forefront of the ramp and executes Tarek. Good control to deal with Ethan, but Cirque, through the tippity top of the train, finds Taco's brain and maintains a little B control, but that's taken away from him. Very well done to draw out a rotate, though. He gets 3 of the 4 CTs to come over towards him. KNG can't manage to get the op back on cycle, so we have Breeze 1 versus 4. Now this man turned heads in 2019. There was times where, with EG's success story, he was looking like one of the better players in our entire region. But here in the clutch, he's cut down by Fur. Cirque praised for his nice shot by Taco. That's a 1-round lead still for EG, but an early defensive round on the board for the Brazilians.
He's a seasoned vet on this lineup. He's been on EG since the day 1 when they were NRG. That long, Breeze has stayed on this team. He's been here forever. He's a lifer on EG.
Yeah, it's like the only person who's been on a team longer is probably Rain for FaZe.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much lived. That's actually the other example I was thinking of a player who's just been with the same org like through every single roster change. It's kind of cool. Probably speaks to how good he is as a teammate, on top of how talented he is to keep that contract extending. And all right, so 10-9 here for EG. Muddy waters ahead, I'm sure, but MIBR pull it back slightly with that last round, looking good, making sure to press all the trades. What was interesting was that the bomb was outside T-Con when 3 players went down the A ramp into Taco. Taco, he does great damage to try to stop him off, but what was the overall strategy? Was it to get to Z to flank outside? Was it to try to see if they could get the entries and not commit at the same time? I don't know.
Molly burns itself out, so TRK resumes his initial position. And we've got Evil Geniuses again on the cusp of Ivy. Fallen, playing patient, looks to hold them in. They decide to go for the Ivy smoke, which does enable them to try and get behind Green. Breeze through smoke, cuts down Fur. TRK, double trade, and the bomb dropped at the exit of T-Con. Fallen, seeing Stan, feeling a little bit of pressure here, decides to change position, scopes in towards Cirque, but gives up his back. Now there's the pinch in from Ethan. TRK doing everything right now. There's 8 seconds left over, and the T's don't even have possession of the bomb. All MIBR have to do is hide, and they will tie at 10.
Yo, that was a nice round from TRK. Whoa, he had 3 kills on that round. Wow, he did a masterful, he had a masterful performance here. He's holding it down versus, he was in the ladder, he dropped the smoke top ladder, pushed up, delayed the ladder push, got the kill versus ladder on top of that. Fallen the whole while is positioning himself very trickily, kind of in between sandwich, holding down both T-Con, or facing towards T-Con and fighting Ivy. And TRK, he really just gives Fallen the entire world there by playing his position, holding it down, and stopping those 2 initial T-Con exiters. Good opening off frag here for Cirque, though, answering back, and it's a save round. It's a round where they only got 3 P250s.
Up into Galil. The additions to said pistols. I'm liking this TRK MIBR edition. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm gonna sing his praise. He's got a very real ability at getting those holds. You know, those multi-kill holds. I mean, Pit on Inferno was when I first really started to believe in it. Now he's on the forefront of the A site, just locking down all sorts of avenues. Here's Taco's attempt at a multi-kill. Ooh, KNG's gonna be behind him. Deals with the flank and the bomb carrier, but it is EG to cut through down to the 2v2, and it's the weapons that are left standing. They say, screw the bomb. Let's wait for the peaks. And those peaks are inbound, but Fallen and TRK, they avoid the first line of sight from Cirque. He decides to bomb plant while he can, and the retake's on.
They've got utility to do this slowly if they want to. They can take their time. They can smoke upper and nade. So they just want to make sure they don't die as they encroach on the bomb plant zone. Op shot goes off. Smoke now onto the site. TRK, he might have to risk it all here and try to go for this plant. Good shot by Fallen. This really opens things up.
Yeah, Fallen, oh my God, he's gonna get on that bomb stand. He gets TRK, but Fallen just sticks the defuse. Okay. Alright, there was a world there where Fallen didn't have a kit and TRK did with the flash. So I thought Fallen throws smoke on bomb, TRK diffuses, underhands his flashbang as an insurance policy, and Fallen just gives cover. But I guess Fallen picks up a second kit, he decides to stick it, TRK is looking for the last frag, and Stan just gets outplayed.
I feel like, I'm wondering what Stan's thought process is there. Is he thinking the op is somewhere and he needs to get the op before he can try to spam? Or, like, he thought, it was like, wow, how did I get out this far if there's an op still in play?
Yeah, my guess is he thought that he had killed the player who initially tapped the bomb, and maybe the second was behind Blue Train watching ramp?
Right.
That's my guess. I'm no professional.
Yeah,
but...
well. Yeah, that's a weird one.
Cirque. Coming in slick
like
with the pick down Ivy.
Yeah, as per for Cirque. Betway odds flying through. MIBR slightly favored as they take a small lead. Definitely turning heads right now. Looking slightly convincing. Clutch is starting to go their way. Look at poor Fur, man. Down to 24 health. Fallen's dead. And these guys who push up outside, they don't get much assistance. They gotta really play for themselves.
Yeah, that's a fair point. We've kind of seen them left to their own devices, even at times like not even having a flash to work with. Just kind of trying to lock it down. CTs out of utilities entirely. Scary situation. Taco, oh my God, I for sure Stan just saw his leg. Yeah, he goes to creep into the headshot, but Taco, he gets the best of him. The entire push here for Evil Geniuses down onto the B site. They're going to have to get that plant as Cirque establishes deep vision down lane. Don't walk through that door for... it's going to cost them. Man advantage now for the T's in the post plant. This is going to be a tantalizing save for MIBR. And yeah, they call this one quits. It's all tied up at 11. Dude, we've tied at like 7 rounds, 8 rounds, 10 rounds, 11 rounds. It's just like, let's just get to round 30 and figure out who's going to win this, can we?
Let's just play the OT because we know that the OT's coming, right? I can't believe how close the match has been, both sides, and basically every single turn. Cirque is looking snappy though. He's up to 21 and 14, ahead of the pack on both teams. Kill distribution quite tight across the board. You know, even Taco, who had 12 kills, had an amazing hold on lower ramp just a few rounds ago. In Taco, we see that from his angle. It looks like Stan stands no chance. From Stan's perspective, I can see why he was trying to creep back from that side. He thought if he could see Taco, he might be able to get a bullet in without Taco's vision. But Taco's far enough away from the wall that he can see Stan well enough beforehand. 11-11, make a wish. We move into round 23 with a full buy. Well, pretty much a full buy on both sides.
Fur burned out of position. Eric maybe wants to drop, and he'll take this map control. Goes ahead, flashes out the doorway, get a response in terms of CT utility, but Fur backstabbed by Stan right when he was trying to come into the play. KNG falls off of the bomb plant, still able to manage a frag. TRK even through the smoke catching Ethan. Stanislaw's going to do the exact same thing, and we are cut down to the 2v2. They know where Taco's at. He gets tapped. Breeze doing it dirty, and Fallen, he's trying to flank. Oh, he saw Stanislaw. He knows everything, but he can't give away the audio.
This is his one
Oh,
chance.
again, just getting around the corner. If Stan goes upper shelf, he's dead. Stan had to go down ramp.
Oh my god!
Oh, what? Oh, no! He gets away! Fallen's gonna give chase. He's already down on the bomb site. Stanislaw runs to the other side. Breeze, low HP, now out from Z. 40 seconds. Fallen, just tunnel vision, and he walks right into Breeze. Stan's just sprinting for his big brother to come help, and he hides in order to get it. Unreal.
Oh my god.
He missed. He missed.
Dude,
Look at this.
how this round started, plus this, oh my god, and then he has to pull out the op, and then, yeah, you gotta, oh man, delete the VOD. Yeah, we should delete the VOD.
Oh,
That's
that
a rough
turn. Dude, the 6th sense from Stanislaw. That's basically a Matrix moment. Just, whoa, right as the sniper shell goes by. That's funny.
Wow. That's how it goes? That's how we're gonna lose that round? Okay. MIBR, they have to save
my
now.
God.
They have to save.
Okay, are you kidding me? He hits that shot, but not last round? Just pistol jumps in. Let's tap Stanislaw, reminding him who's boss. But not on the pistols, obviously. This is going to be Evil Geniuses taking a 13th. I would bet my co-commentator on it.
Yeah, but you bet me on a lot of things.
That's true. Never lost you yet. I'll accept that one is true, but, you know. Fallen, he's going to die to Breeze. Just gunned down, as expected. I mean, with pistols, you really have no chance. They tried to go for the B stack, doesn't work. I don't think anybody's too shocked with this result.
Tough to have momentum swing in a round like that when, yeah, you got the pistol save out. EG, I guess we're a bit better though coming into that round, so maybe it wouldn't have affected their economy too much if MIBR had won. It's just more of like MIBR sacrificing 12, sacrificing 13. That's really kind of a tremendous hill to try to climb back from. A mound. It's a mound of dirt. Giant mound of dirt.
Done.
That EG stand on
Yeah, I
top
think
of
the,
towering over MIBR.
The seriousness of the situation is kind of sinking in for me. That 23rd round where Fallen doesn't get Stan, you know, that would have been the bomb drop for him. That would have been economy for MIBR. Instead, we see that last pistol round, you know, a direct result of that one missed shot, it seems. So, for what has been a very back and forth affair, this T-side from Evil Geniuses is starting to be more stringy. This is the second time they have strung together 3 rounds in a row, and it doesn't look like they're going to let off the pace at all. Fallen, he's able to grab one, but it's Tarek with the entry, and the flash assists are strong from Stan. Fallen, he gets another headshot before dying to Ethan, but Fur trades this one, so we are again in a 2 versus 2, with Taco having a prime chance at walking down the ladder and just sidelining both of these players. Nobody's watching him. Nobody's watching at all, but he doesn't know where Stanislaw is. Ooh, Stan flashed and falls back. Now walking forward, finding timing, but Taco takes both frags. And MIBR, they are still very much in this. Good job by Fallen for the initial hold, and then Fur swinging out quick from Z.
I have no idea how MIBR managed to get these kills when we have this first couple of flashes, great execution, initial 2 frags. Now Fallen, I guess he gets the opening kill, so that makes a world of difference. But yeah, it was 4v3 initially. Lots of pressure onto the bomb site. Forward aggressive players were both dead, so Sandwich is clear, E-Box is clear, Ladder is clear until Taco comes through for the flank. So much information towards EG, and MIBR still manage. Now, yeah, but that's just been the story of the game. It doesn't seem like the executions and the entries have resulted necessarily in round wins. I guess in that case, technically it did. MIBR got the first kill. Just the answers back. But Taco lower ramp, pressed up, looking to push actually. Ethan will be fuming if he dies to
They're
this.
right in the front of this. Taco finds the perfect timing. Fallen sticks around, giving up his life. Now that is going to bait them into KNG, but he shoots. Tarek, he should know that this player is here. He got shot at and must not have heard the audio cue. Now it's KNG looking for another couple, but it's not going to happen. Stanislaw lays down the law, and then he drops the bomb as TRK just gets over the top of the ledge. Zerk? Ooh, not scoped fast enough. MIBR tying again, this time at 13.
And money-wise, they can suddenly take the lead once again. Now we do look back at clutches, to be fair to Fallen, where he was able to manage like getting a defuse in the smoke versus Stanislaw in a what would have been a free round if Stanislaw had spammed even a little bit towards the bomb. So I don't know if Justice has served back both ways with him losing that round, but now MIBR definitely back into this. Yeah, and EG will actually probably have to forfeit round 27, give up 14. Think about opping. Just having Cirque back on the op, I think, is probably pivotal. I would imagine putting together a buy right now, that would be quite ropey. Armor bot, maybe just going to even out a bit.
The curb purchase. You know, they must have gotten their tax returns, because spending that money doesn't count. This is wild. I can't believe MIBR actually have momentum and an advantage in the economy at this point. To think how many, downbeaten moments they've had. They're still making the most of every gun round they get to afford. Now it's them in control of the situation. It's going to be a big burst onto the B site. KNG doesn't stick around for too long. Instead, trying to stop the bomb. Taco, he's going to sprint into this, and Cirque is gone. He's just desperate to stay alive.
Dance, child, dance. Gets him.
Yeah.
Round 28.
I love the way he reset.
Brasil!
Zeal.
14-13. Two double ops, or rather two ops, which is the double op for MIBR. This has been a key piece, a consistency across their CT sides. We've seen Fallen putting in work. We've seen the exact same from KNG. They are the top fraggers for the moment of MIBR, but TRK is right behind them. All three of those mentioned players above 20 frags. A missed flashbang, but not the end of the world, as they still set their sights on B and decide to just run through the smoke. Dude, Taco's gonna take that duel any day of the week. KNG trying to go back for the double. The rest of the rotators blocked off by the molly, but they extinguish it so that they don't lose any map control, so that nobody from Evil Geniuses could slip past the oil tankard. TRK. How does he even see Cirque? Blows his head off, forces Breeze into the 1v3. Oh, nice lineup. Nice spray attempt. He does half of the damage to TRK, but that's not gonna cut it. MIBR, 15 rounds, securing OT at the least.
Yeah, that's a map pick in their pocket, plus 2 maps they're looking forward to. With just one more round, they secure the potential for OT. And Cirque, he didn't have enough money for his op last round. He doesn't have enough money for his op this round. And now I'm starting to feel like with these two teams playing against each other, the reason why a lot of these rounds are so close, obviously because they play against each other a lot, but also they're kind of calling like it's OT, right? They're trying stuff that's like in between timings because the other team knows all of their nades, all of their smokes, all of their executes, and I think they're playing off of very small tendencies and in between timings. That's why we have like a contact play through a smoke down the B ramp. The Galil's here for EG. Yeah, not looking too solid right now. Interesting setup on the Ivy. Bombs over towards B. Ivy is still being tested. They're keeping the attention of the CTs outside. But is it all just a big fake?
Could be. Or a B fake into the A split. Or the A fake into the B hit. The options are open. There's a minute for them to play this one out. TRK tries to get a frag off of the flash, but Stanislaw pushes him back and then pushes in himself. He has now compromised the back line for the CT side. KNG looks away at the worst possible moment. So much pressure falling onto Taco, and he comes up empty-handed. This is a flawless round from Evil Geniuses.
Off of very small timings, that TRK had every advantage. He had the spray, he had the peek come out, knew Stanislaw was about to peek, flashed Stanislaw for the peek, and then Stan holds down mouse 1 in emergency mode just in case that he's there. TRK was isolated for a second, but it ended up being his trap that he laid and still died. And now we're going to bring it all the way to round 30 with no clear sign of who's playing better, and a situation where the save could mean the world. MIBR, they hold on to this op. It's one op they won't have next round. But KNG gets caught off the timing outside, no hold on inside. Everything goes bad.
Desperate little smoke spam, not going to happen, so yes, sir. We go the distance. We've had a lot of 30-round games of Counter-Strike throughout Blast Spring Showdown, and this one's going to be no different. Obviously the difference, we've got overtime back on. A little tech issue actually, so everybody take a little break. We're going to be coming back into the action in just a moment. The one-handed water bottle open again from Tarek. Man's talented.
Yeah, that's a specialty. Mr. Tarek can do it all. Made the blast Spider-Man finger pointing meme between Tarek and TRK, as he brought up. TRK is just Tarek without vowels.
Breeze, buddy, you can turn some
Tarek,
lights on.
TRK, Turkish. Don't want to strain them eyes.
Yeah, here we go.
Well, okay.
Look, this one could be
Whoa,
fast.
Why does Taco have the op? Oh, he's playing inside, I guess? Oh my god, that's a beastly couple of grenades.
A blind frag throw for the 5 versus 4. Evil Geniuses very much looking like they could take this into overtime. Who steps up for MIBR? Who decides to employ the heroics? It could be KNG. He has the back of these players turned on Ivy. He's going to peek around and he gets spotted. Breeze ready for it. Taco's going to hit that op shot. That's probably not something they expected from him. And now they're going to start moving their feet forward towards Ivy. Normally, this is an attempt at the B split, but maybe because of the couple of picks they've had on A, they instead turn attention on the outer site. Their options are open. And Taco is hoping that they walk right into him. Oh my god, that's...
What?
Yeah. Okay. That's your decision. Your life to throw. Breeze is going to go ahead and plant the bomb on top of it. 4 versus 2. This is looking like overtime. And yeah, sure enough, Tarek, he finds timing on the flank of TRK. Fur empty-handed. Evil Geniuses pushing it the distance. An 8-round T-side in response to that of the Brazilians. We need OT for this second finals.
He was trying to get somewhere. Maybe he was trying to get to the side of 5 to hold Ivy, but yeah, either that. And also, Taco has limited information, so if KNG didn't properly explain what the situation was at Ivy, then Taco might not have even thought it was a threat. But, you know, from what we saw, KNG should have shared that with them, that was a potential threat. And they had pushed inner too, so last spotted Ivy plus the inner push. You know, you think you'd be more prepared for that specific situation. KNG opening off duel in OT.
They're still just going to keep trying to barrel past it. Tarek behind the Ivy train. Now he's going to get an easy blindside versus TRK. Dude, CT player is just dying to the unexpected. Fur, he is amidst them, and even then, the op frags. Look at the kill feed. Sniper, sniper, sniper. 3 separate players, all with the cannon. Again, somebody's dying to Ethan in the same position from the same angle. They keep going over to the ladder and dying to the Ivy player. Now Taco in for the clutch, dropped by Ethan's headshot. EG opening up OT with a T-side round.
There's like not a whole lot of room for analysis with how that goes. It's just EG making tons of space and then creating chaos with these frags. But every time Prius looked at someone new, they died to an op basically, and nobody expected the next player. Everybody fell back into getting killed, knife out, and then we traded to the point that EG won because I guess the entry went their way.
Double ops again. MIBR. Consistent and persistent with the snipers. Fur's ready for this one. Ethan just above it. Whoa, gonna lose half of his health. Fur could be met by utility, so he ducks out for a moment. They're getting adventurous, these CTs. Look at TRK go, tucking up into T-Con. Ethan drops down with Tarek, so they're able to get Fur out of this one. He does 50 damage to each of them, but not 50 damage both times to one. So, you know what I mean.
No, yeah, I think that made sense.
Oh, timing.
Sure. Yeah, wow, so close. Fallen, he cleared it out too. Okay, well, that's an op shot back, yeah.
I think the Molotov, definitely the loudest grenade. So, he had a very clear visual as to what was going on there.
Definitely so. Lurk here for Stanislaw. Fallen, he's so prepared for that potential. Tease out.
Taco off the spool. Gets the one, Breach trades it. Now they've got to get past Fallen's off. This has been a problem for his other teammates at times. He's got 2 frags. Bombs planted to the 2v3 post plant, and dude, Fallen just gets blindsided by that. KNG's op connects. Cirque's op up next. But he's worried about a flank that doesn't exist. It's 2 CTs on site.
He's gonna play the A ramp, I guess. Cirque doesn't. There's no smoke here, so Cirque coming out for the first peek. They're not in great space to deal with him. Op shot goes in. No trade in sight. That's a round 1, unless he somehow manages to blow this. Yes. Wow, EG win this round seriously after all of that.
Unreal.
Fallen does so much to get those 2 kills. Yeah, that's crazy that EG pulled this one back. Seriously been the most insane game on some of these rounds. Fallen, nice pick here, pick and CT spawn as well. And then he gets blindsided, getting shot on the side by Breeze. I mean, everyone does their part from EG, but wow, you wouldn't if I froze that game and said, hey, who's gonna win this after Fallen gets a 2nd kill? You know, that's it. Like, it feels like an 80-20 round for MIBR.
I agree with you entirely, but Cirque, he's not having any of that. He gets dinked and still hits the up-close flick. A little bit of aggression out Ivy was what their plan was, but the Molotov denies them of it. Cirque, he gets collateral. He actually hits the 3rd player in the back, Stan, laying down cover to keep Cirque in this one. TRK, he's pinned behind the server, and KNG has way too many jobs to do. He's got to keep eyes on T-Con, ladder, and try to help Ivy, none of which goes well. TRK will try to retreat from this, but it's a 5 versus 2. The frag grenade cuts 1 down versus Evil Geniuses, but they are very much staring a clean sweep here on the T side in overtime. That would be wild. I would almost be willing to say that guarantees them a map 1 win. TRK, a slight gap to work with Stan just on the other side of it. AK bullets just peppering past him. Flashed. Or rather dodged. Stan tucks into the ivy. Now he's got the cover, and with Taco going down, TRK, there's no way. He's got a quarter of his health, 4 opponents ahead, and they all have better guns. 1 shot from Tarek's enough to do the trick. That's Evil Geniuses with the 3-round sweep in OT.
It didn't. That was. How could you expect them to win all 3 rounds in OT after how that second half had went? I thought for sure it was going to be 2-1, but all 3 rounds are absolutely crazy. I can't believe Angie does his best. He's like, I'm going to bait this round. Okay, you guys push down Ivy, I'll support you. Dies first. Everybody gets blown away. TRK finally finds that trade on Cirque, but man, what a pest he was for that entire process of trying to control Ivy. And EG, good ideas there, working out in their favor. Moving in the second half of OT. They win any of these rounds, they win. That's how it goes. MIBR have to have a perfectly clean half just to bring it to second OT. That's 3 rounds in a row.
TRK is just going to sprint towards the entry on the B site. Whoa, yeah, they're using too many smokes. Everybody kind of fumbles that one, lining up for what could have been a massive spray down from Stan. But instead, he's the one and done. His teammates all very quickly in position. Breeze is off, finding 1 versus Fur. So man advantage now. This is looking really good for EG as they burn Fallen into the open. Their double sniper setup is what's paying off. They are 2 kills, 1 kill, no kills away. Map 1 in the back pocket of Evil Geniuses. An incredibly close affair across regulation. We tied it like 6 different times, and yet still it's EG to prevail. Overtime, their bread and butter. 3 T rounds and only 1 needed here once they swap sides. 19-15, the final score line, as Evil Geniuses are a map away from joining Furia and Liquid at the Spring Finals. Will they close it 2-0? We'll see you guys after the break for the second map.
I want to talk a little bit to the esports world, but especially to you Csgo pros about the Mamba mentality. I'm sick and tired of some of the things, some of the talking points that are coming out of these pro players. Like people saying, oh, well, I won a major, so what is there left for me to accomplish? Think it through. 2 majors, 3 majors. How about being the best you can be? If you could win 5 majors, if you could set the record, go ahead and go for that. That's what the Mamba mentality is about. It's about pursuing greatness. It's about building a legacy for yourself. It's about actually trying to be the best you can be, whatever level you're on. Actually try and develop your game, master your craft, leave a legacy. One day that money will be spent and all that will remain is your legacy, what you actually did and how you lived your life. How about competing to take what's yours for yours, so you can get that money, you can secure that career, they have something to look forward to in their lives. I die for people who are mine. Will you live for yours? That's what I want to say. Mamba mentality, carpe diem.
Now Zeus, MIBR get to 15 after 4 consecutive rounds. You're down 15-13. What was the conversation like? Because you managed to bring it to overtime and then just close it out so convincingly.
So, conversation was pretty simple. We're still in the match, 15-12. Just got to kind of work it around. As soon as we got the first one, we knew their economy wouldn't be amazing. There were a lot of saves going on. But overall, we just tried to maintain our composure because we understood how we wanted to make them play to try to force them into the situations. We're able to get fur out of ladder, things like that. So, we played pretty well.
And now we're going into Inferno, your pick. Obviously, MIBR have had some good results on it recently. You feeling pretty confident, Go? You know how they've been playing and how to work this out and get a 2-0?
Yeah, so MIBR, like, their train is insane. Their Inferno is really good. They're starting to get better at understanding. It's more a question about us playing what our strengths are, and we just think we're a lot better than them on Inferno, so doesn't matter how good they are, we're better.
There we go. Zeus with the mindset of a winner. That's what you need to be doing here if you're the coach, especially given the fact that Zeus comes from MIBR. He's coached the opponents, and now he's able to bring that experience along with that mindset over here to EG, who sorely needed it at the time. So 19-15 win for EG on train. Dominant performance for them to run it all the way back, and it looked like they were firing on all cylinders, Thorin.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was a pretty good game to watch in terms of excitement. It wasn't very clean. It was absolutely more in sort of Hagler, Hearns, just slugfest type game. And I think one of the amazing things was it wasn't just the score. They really were just trading kills back and forth. Like, look, you're going to see like 90% of the highlights are just people, terrorists rushing through the outside here, usually past all the utility. And then the CT's either being able to hold a guy just rushing right in your face, or the terrorists getting sick entries. Then you think about, for me, the defining factor of the game has to be the missed clutches for MIBR. Like, I think I saw Fallen alone being maybe 3 or 4 scenarios where you expect him to win at least half of these rounds. I mean, obviously the one where he uncharacteristically just missed, I think it was Stanislaw in the back of the orb. That was one of the areas where there was just a little disconnect for MIBR, and it kind of cost him the chance to win this game, I think.
Maniac, what did you take away from it? And I think we actually have, we have an important clutch that you wanted to talk about as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, if we can dive right in, or we can do it later anyway, I'm going to follow what's happening here, but I agree with Duncan. I think the clutches were key, honestly, and there were lots of them in that game. It was a slugfest, but I wanted to show you one of the clips, a clutch that I thought was very important. That's a 2 versus 3. Look at the scoreline, 16-15. We see Breeze here trying to make the difference, which is correct. 2v3, he has to, he's going to get traded, but then Cirque is left alone. No utility, a lot of time to play with. First of all, he's going to check his back, because he thinks there is a flank coming up. Checking the corner, making sure no one is here. That's it. First book is checked, and now the problem is he knows he has no utility, so he has to be aggressive, and he knows there's an off. So here's the jump, doesn't see the AWP. The flick that's going to come in is absolutely beautiful. There you have it, and now it's just about survival. You see the shot on his ankle. You see it. That shot right here was the difference between winning and losing, and this clutch, round number 17, and EG with another clutch on the board.
By the way,
Picture
one thing to say about
as
that
well.
very briefly is that round right there is like a microcosm of the flaws of the MIBR team, because on the one hand they have some real big hitters who can look really good, but what were those two CTs doing who were behind Fallen there, acting like a smoke's a brick wall and just leaving this guy out to dry completely? If they either come through together, rushed quickly, tell Fallen pull back, like that looked like a complete miscom there, because there's no way a guy should be coming behind the side and killing the guy who in that round has done everything for your team. He's put you on his back and you can't even just help him out at the end there. So that's either a miscom or it's people just not knowing where they're supposed to be, but that should have been an almost impossible round to win for EG.
Is this Fallen getting warmed up for MIBR, or for MIBR getting warmed up for Inferno? Because that's going to be the next map in this series. And now, I mean, if we've got overtime once, why not twice?
Well, honestly, I mean, yes, they did lose that first map. Yes, EG is 1-0 up. But that wasn't a destruction in any case, in any stretch of imagination, right? MIBR, they did get activated. Most of these players had a relatively great game. Fallen, although missing a huge clutch, still had a lot of impact. I thought he was pretty activated too. There's a name I want to mention. There is a player that's been impressing me a lot, and I want to say quietly impressing me. It's TRK. I feel like he has this uncanny ability to always stay strong and solid at the end of the round. A lot of players, when the clock goes below 25, 20 seconds, usually you can feel the anxious, you can feel they're a little bit itchy on moving up. I think that TRK is almost always good for two whenever he's challenged at the end of the round, so he is actually rock solid, and he's a rookie, right? I mean, in this lineup he's a rookie, so I just wanted to give it a shout out because he's been doing pretty well, although not being, super impressive with the stats, but still doing a lot of work.
And as far as EG are concerned, do you have the confidence that they're going to get the job done here on Inferno, Thorn?
The fact that even Tarek's on the board and he's fragging and even he's involved in these clutches, like the most promising thing I think if you're an EG fan is every single player looks like they have like a possible vector to win the round. Whereas that was not the case even when they began this tournament. So the difference is on MIBR it's a bit more clear cut who you need in the clutch, who you need to be alive late, who you want to get the early kills, who you want to have the gun. So I feel like the win conditions are more varied if you're EG. So yeah, I think they close it out here 2-0.
And Maniac, what do you think? We've got 30 seconds.
I think that once again, like a broken record, I think Fur and Fallen on the B bomb side will be the two men to look for. I think if they can have a great game, if they somehow can assert control over Banana, then MIBR will have a fighting chance. But I do agree with Duncan. I mean, the signs point towards EG closing out. This train pick, although being close, I think mentally really hurt the Brazilians.
All right, well, thank you very much for the analysis, gentlemen. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the second map of this series, potentially the final map. It seems like our analysts think so. EG, they might be on the edge of getting into the finals.
Please dive him.
Hey, how's it going, everybody at home?
Hello everyone. Welcome.
For those of you guys who are tuning in, I want to give you a gist as to what this is. It's an interview about games inside a game.
I've got two more victims this week and I can't wait to introduce them to you.
Yeah, he called me a noob. He called me a noob in 2016. Maybe it was just a joke, and then after that I liked him again.
Jonas Gunderson is joining me today on the Hot Seat, the show, where I'm going to ask very tough questions about NIP.
I'm a bit frightened for your intro there, but it's alright.
There's an Inner Cafe owner that paid me in Snickers bars to help fix people's PCs.
I usually have 20 to 25 minutes just stretching out the body.
Lige, it's good to see you, man. You're looking happy, you're looking healthy. Are you as happy and healthy as you look?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm going to take some questions from the chat. So there's a lot of guys out there asking you some specific questions. What would you say Rocker have brought to the table as a coach?
If Isa was in my chair right now, he would say, nothing.
So is everyone happy the Creed got taken down?
Of course.
This volcano has yet to have been explored on any episode.
Living life on the edge, brother.
Does Issa go to the the gym with you guys.
I'm gonna leave Isa out to dry here. Like, he's terrible at joining me and Alexia and Manso at the gym. He's been lazy as fuck. Sorry.
And then he walks past me and the entire back of his shirt is unironed. The whole back of his shirt.
If I keep it up, I might become the captain of the Valorant team, so holding my fingers crossed.
Monza, I think for us it's a huge psychological thing.
And then you beat in the middle every single time. Let's go.
First time I blocked I actually insulted him in game. I'm sorry, Nico.
Did you call him a noob?
I actually did.
Okay, so I'm gonna...
Actually, I go first.
Okay, you can do it. I'm right behind you, man. I'm right behind you.
Oh dear.
I just need a sip of my chocolate milk.
Maniac and Scrawny, hello boys, you're back. Yeah, what's happened to Lourdes? Oh, he's back. He's absolutely fine. No, no. Scrawny, I'm so sorry.
I have forgiven you already.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
That's all you needed, man.
Good night.
Alright, see you, dude. EG tuck away an overtime win, and it's for that reason that the odds favor them for the moment. But we move on to Inferno, where I think the map favors MIBR, and we could be going to a third one here, Launders.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, this is EG's pick, right? So I think that, they wanted to take him here. So I think we saw MIBR yesterday look very good on Inferno. Credit to them. They put up a great performance. It looked strong throughout. I think Fur was a centerpiece of that. But Fur last map, I mean, the scoreline was tight on about 8 players, 4 on each side. Fur was lagging behind a little bit, unfortunately. Now we know as all things go, things change map to map for certain players. But yeah, you're sitting around 49 ADR with all of his teammates above 70 last time around. So it'll have to be a better performance from him for Inferno, and hopefully it's just a cleaner map, man. That was a really hard one to follow and make sense of. A lot of great clutches, but a lot of ugly ones too. And I guess that's just the messy state of things when you play teams so often.
Yeah, it was hard to even just kind of like, feel the rhythm of the game last map. It was just so wild back and forth. Even within rounds, we had these crazy shifts of momentum and whatnot. So let's see what Inferno has to offer. It's going to be the old B hit, old reliable to kick off this pistol. Evil Geniuses just cutting through thanks to Stanislaus' flash assists. Breeze with the 2-piece, and MIBR nowhere to be found.
It's not often that you see a save on the first round of the game with 3 people, but they've got upgraded pistols. These are actually, Kanji got dropped the CZ so he could buy up armor as well. So everybody will just save their half armor for next round. And yeah, it's pistol-looking players looking for exiting frags on the first round. It's pretty crazy. Just goes to show you how nuts this game has been.
Sorry, no wonder I am